Hey everyone, this is Michael for Spirit Comics, coming at you with another comic book day video. I'm sorry this one's a few days late. This week has been pretty hectic for me. This is actually my kitchen table, which unfortunately has gotten rather cluttered, and it's my own fault too. I'm just gonna pull this out of the way first, because it might be a little bit distracting. Here we go. Yeah, I'm just going to put that over there. Alright. Now this is what I bought for New Comic Book Day on May the 2nd, 2018. The reason I do these videos is to show you what I like and what I suggest that you buy, because I enjoy them, and I'm hopeful that if I enjoy these comic books, then perhaps you will too. Okay, now I'll go ahead and tell you that this particular day saw an influx of Marvel books, and that's because one, had to be reordered because I didn't get it the day it came out, and two, there just weren't very many DC books released on that day. Avengers number 689, part 15 in No Surrender. This is before the before the book was started over. I've been enjoying this story. It's had its moments, its ups and downs. Good days, bad days. Some panels left me going, huh? And other panels I was able to understand. Avengers number 690, part 16 of No Surrender. Now, I have to say, whenever there is a bad story, hopefully there is a good cover. Now, look at this cover. It is just beautiful. Bruce Banner, the Hulk. Wanda Maximoff, the Scarlet Witch. Rogue. Clint Barton, Hawkeye. Steve Rogers, Captain America. And Jane Foster, the mighty Thor, who didn't die, unfortunately. But it's a beautiful cover. Infinity Countdown number 3. Now, as a person who just saw Avengers Infinity War, I have to admit there has to be a tie-in to the movie somehow, even though this is not directly linked to the movie. This is a wonderful cover. This is Silver Surfer, who we haven't seen in a while. That's Adam Warlock, and I swear he is rocking the Shazam lightning bolt. I swear. Hunt for Wolverine number 1, Weapon Lost. There's Daredevil. And I am excited to read that. Now, there are 2 books that I did read, which I have set aside, I think. Or maybe I just put them on the bottom. Let me check here. No, I didn't. Where did I put them? Oh yeah, I see them. Woo! This time, I like to save the best for last sometimes, and this time it's not really going to be like that. Captain America, part 1 of Promised Land. Now, the previous story was not really that great, so let's hope this improves. I do like this cover. Statue of Captain America, protector of the downtrodden. At least I would like to think so. X-Men Gold number 20. Till Death Do Us Part 2. And it's almost like Kitty Pryde's thinking, I made a mistake. True Believers number 1, Wolverine Sword Quest. This is an old comic book that's been reprinted because of the Wolverine event that's currently going on. True Believers number 1, Kitty Pryde and Wolverine. Oh yeah, baby, we rocking it back to the 60s, I think. And then interlude by DC Comics. Nightwing number 44, The Bleeding Edge, Part 1. Astonishing X-Men back with Marvel. Oh yeah, look at Psylocke shake that booty. Oh yeah. Now this is X, Charles Xavier. They brought him back, and it's really confusing. His personality is totally different. I have trouble understanding it. Rogue and Gambit number 5, the last one of this miniseries. Kelly Thompson has been really knocking it out of the park with this miniseries. I have loved her writing on this miniseries. If you have not picked up Rogue and Gambit, you need to pick this up because it's entertaining, it's fun, it's everything a comic book should be. Weapon X. Now this is just funny. Issue 17, World's Best Boss. And that, I think that's a Sabretooth there, because look at those claws. Green Lanterns, number 46. Ghost of the Past, The Power Ring. Haven't read it yet, but I love Green Lanterns. Tim Seeley's current run has been sort of on and off. He's had some good issues, he's had some bad issues. But, this comic book is marching forward. So, I've got to love it. Okay, now this is Harley Quinn. Harley Loves Joker, number 1. This is a 2-issue miniseries, and after it's finished, Harley returns to her own main title, Harley Quinn. This is a really nice cover. I got the main cover. Frank Cho did an a variant cover, which was okay, but I really didn't see much difference in the variant. But I still got it. And oh my goodness, look at this. Bombshells number 17. Look who's on the cover there. Joker. This is back in 1944, 43. And Batman number 46. On the Run from the Future. Meow. Catwoman. Deathstroke number 31. This has been promoted as a series inside a series. In the previous one, Batman found out, and I have no idea why he's looking like a vampire there. In the previous issue of Deathstroke, Batman found out that there was this DNA results going around which had Deathstroke as the father of Damian Wayne and not Bruce Wayne. So he went to confront him. Alright, Saban's Go-Go Power Rangers number 9. Look at that cover. It is beautiful. I need to catch up on the Shattered Grid storyline because I am behind. But I love that cover. I'm not exactly sure who that is, but I'm wanting to get into this. I really am. Now, this next one is Marvel, and I have just, a few things to say regarding the cover. Okay, this is Marvel's Fresh Start, and this is Avengers #1. But, as you may have heard, Marvel said they were going to keep the legacy numbers, and if you look here, underneath the 1, you will see LGY, and then you will see 691. So that means this is issue 691. And who do we have on here? Doctor Strange, Ghost Rider, Iron Man, Black Panther, Captain Marvel, the Mighty Thor, Captain America, Steve Rogers, and She-Hulk. Now, normally I would be jumping for joy because I love She-Hulk and was disappointed when her solo series was canceled a while back. But my gosh, just look at these muscles. It's ridiculous. The She-Hulk that is loved is a strong woman. She's Jennifer Walters, a lawyer. But when she hulks out, she does not have bulging muscles like that. Now, I'll tell you this much. I haven't read this yet, but I have a good feeling this is the Avengers 1 million BC storyline. And that is a phoenix, I think. And if you don't know about the Avengers 1 million BC, that was something which was alluded to back in October or November, I can't remember which, when Marvel Legacy began, and all of us bought the Marvel Legacy #1. Now here's, after 7 pages, we get this. Earth's Mightiest Heroes, The Final Host, by Jason Aaron and Ed McGuinness. Did you really have to take 2 whole pages for that? Seriously? I mean, the artwork is fantabulous. And we see an advert for the Iron Man, Tony Stark Iron Man. I am Iron Man. So I'm guessing the Invincible Iron Man is taking a back seat, but it's continuing on with this new title, Tony Stark Iron Man. And just look at this artwork. There's Doctor Strange. Personally, I think they should draw him after the Doctor Strange in the movies, because he's a really good actor, and he's got a really good jawline. And this panel is dedicated to Jennifer Walters. Now, she's apparently jogging in Manhattan here, in the Upper West Side. Hey, baby, you need some company? She says, no, go away. Hey, I'm just trying to look out for you, girl. This is a big, scary place, this dude says. And he comes up behind, and I think another one is this another guy, or is it 2, or is it the same person? I don't know. Anyways, look at this right here. The guy is wearing a blonde. He's got blonde hair, okay, and he looks young. All right. Now, we go over to this panel, and we see another man who's wearing a purple shirt, just like this guy's wearing a purple shirt. And we can see that there are stripes down the side, but we can't see the details on the side of his shirt there. But look at this. We go from blonde to brunette. We go from young to old? So I don't get that. And let's see. He says nobody wants to be alone. Why don't we go get a drink someplace and talk about it, like maybe my place? She says, so my head's still trying to keep it together. Just want to be alone. And then he says all that. He says, come on, I bet there's all kind of sexy underneath that. Then she turns around and says, I said, leave me alone. And then he goes off, run like a scared puppy. Just keep walking, Jennifer. Don't hulk out. Just keep walking. Don't hulk out. Just keep walking. She's trying to keep it together. And then we go over to Alpha Flight. Now, people have been complaining about Carol Danvers for what seems like more than a year now, calling her Carl Manvers and whatnot, because it wasn't drawn very well. Well, lucky what we have here. Yes, she still has the short hair, but look at those beautiful red succulent lips. Look at that bosom. Why, I declare, that's a woman. And that's how she should be drawn, as a woman. I mean, the artwork in this is just beautiful. I will get to reading it soon. There's Black Panther. And I'm not sure what that is. Looks like a sentinel. There's Carol Danvers again. And she's all worn out. But she's still looking hot. And there we see her again, flying. And she has those red succulent lips. There she is again. Now, in this panel, and you kind of had the shadow across her face doesn't do real well, but when she gets out into the light and it shines up on her face, and literally lights her up, that's when she shines. And we see Steve Rogers in his uniform without his hood on. The mighty Thor. I mean, look at this. Oh yeah, look at that. And there's Tony Stark. I mean, Avengers assemble. Oh yeah, we've got the gang on. We've got the gang on here. Now, this is something I noticed. On sale in 2 weeks. So it appears that Marvel is currently going to bi-weekly publication for Avengers. Why? I don't know. Someone in the comic shop speculated it's to get to that milestone, number 700, a little bit quicker. But this is just, beautiful. The artwork is wonderful. Let me see here. Now, this is what I find, a little bit strange. 7 pages in the story before we get this. Okay, color artist David Carell, inker Mark Morales. They, you might want to look those people up on Twitter to tell them if you like their artwork or not. Now, DC Nation number 0. The summer of events starts now. Yeah, not so much. Undiscovered Worlds. That'll be Justice League. Unexpected Guests. Batman's Wedding to Catwoman. And Unknown Origins. Bendis's Superman. Yes, Brian Michael Bendis. So, which one of these stories do I think is really good? Because there's 3 in here. We have Batman in Your Big Day by Tom King. Superman in Office Space by Brian Michael Bendis. And the Justice League in No Justice Prelude, written by Scott Snyder, James Tennyson IV, and Josh Williamson. Okay, the best one out of these 3 is Batman in Your Big Day, because it's a little quirky, but it's a good story. See, Joker is at this dude's house. You know, so this random, and he's waiting for the invitation to the wedding of Batman and Catwoman. I mean, the guy even says in here, you know, that he's just some random on some random street. You know, why would Batman deliver an invitation to his house? And so the mail comes, and Joker opens it up and blows the guy's brains away. It wasn't the invitation to the wedding. It was a note from the school where this man's daughter attends, saying that she's missed so many days and that he needs to come in. So it's a quirky story. But it's not bad. Okay, then we go into the Superman story. We have Perry White yelling his head off. And apparently something has happened. Because, you know, Lois Lane is no longer working there. That's a big red flag already. And here we have this. This is a big red flag, or I should say a big red SJW flag. Perry White saying, "No one talk to me about Superman unless it's based on truth. Anyone remember truth? No more editorials, headlines, commentaries, or letters to the editor about being afraid of Superman. I don't want to print what he could do. I want to report what he actually does. He's not Batman. Superman has done nothing to arouse suspicion." And, you know, when has anybody ever said that Superman did anything to arouse suspicion? So, where is this all coming from? And then Clark Kent comes in, and he tells Perry about what he has, and he says that basically that Superman just showed up out of the blue, and it was literally a blur, all that. And then Perry White introduces this woman. She's kind of cute, but, you know, nothing special. Saying that she's from, I'm guessing, the Green Arrow universe, because she's from Star City. She worked at the Star City Sentinel. Miss Robinson Goode. And he goes on and on bragging about her. And then he wants to see Clark in his office, choose him out, because apparently he didn't get the story factual. He didn't get anything that was something where, where Perry could see source material. All he has is just Clark Kent's word that Superman showed up, so that's apparently not good enough. And then we have this last page here. This man asking Miss Goode about her first day. She says, "The legendary Clark Kent is a hot mess." I don't know exactly what that phrase means. I just know it's derogatory. At least I believe so. Lois Lane is MIA and no one knows where. No one? No one is talking. It's demented. And Perry White? And she says, "I swear he commutes to work from 1945. Oh my gosh, Brian Michael Bendis, can you be any more insulting? He says, "Do they know what you can do?" "Of course not." "Then we're good, Miss Goode. Tell the man Wednesday. What happens Wednesday? By Wednesday, I will own the place. To be continued in the Man of Steel #1 on sale May 30th. Don't buy it. Because we'll probably just get more of this. I doubt that Brian Michael Bendis really did his homework. Because if he had done his homework, then he would have known Lex Luthor did own the Daily Planet for a short time. But it was bought back. And then we have this story, which is confusing. Batman on Brainiac's homeworld. He's being tried for something. And this basically shows us what's going on. It's a prelude to Justice League No Justice. And this is Team Entropy, or how you pronounce it. Lobo, Deathstroke, Lex Luthor, Beast Boy. Okay. Justice League Team Mystery, Superman, Martian Manhunter, Starfire, Starro, one of their villains, Sinestro, another big bad guy who I thought was dead. Then Team Wonder, Raven, Etrigan the Demon, Wonder Woman, Dr. Fate, Zatanna. Okay, and Team Wisdom, Cyborg, Atom, Robin, The Flash, and Harley Quinn. Okay, could that be any more screwy? And then we have Green Arrow here on Earth with Supergirl. Could that be any more coincidental given that they're both on the same network? The CW. And then we get this little advert. DC Nation is apparently going to become a popular public, not popular, but a regular deal, because issue #1 comes in I think June 6th. So this one will have interviews with Brian Michael Bendis, where we'll probably get to hear about how he's going to do all that crap about, reinventing Superman and whatnot. And an interview with Scott Snyder, who will probably drive Justice League into the ground. And then Brian Hitch teaches you how to draw comics. Teen Titans, who's on Damien's new team? DC publisher Dan Didio fights a house cat. And Batman Catwoman happily ever after? Well, they had better be. And then we have this. Action Comics Special #1, $4.99. Now, the first fail is the old Superman suit. You see that it's just back to the flimsy little red belt. Nothing under here. You know, his crotch is fully on display. But then we open up. The first story is by Dan Jurgens. And we can see that his crotch is no longer on display because he's covered up right here. He's wearing the old classic suit. And this is a story about how someone is targeted. Lois Lane wants to kill her, and it involves Lex Luthor. So that's all I'm going to say about that. And it's a really good story. It is. So, and then we go into another story. Let me flip through here. This one, this is another Lex Luthor oriented story. Tells about how he's going to this dinner, and this is sort of an origin story about how he worked his way up in the company after his father got in financial trouble and whatnot. And then they're at the White House during some type of, well, I don't know, roast or, well, people were getting roasted. I mean, the President of the United States is getting roasted right here. I'm guessing this is supposed to be Obama. I don't know. And he insults Flash, and then Wonder Woman, Aquaman, and even Batman, who's here in the shadows. Because that's what a roast is. You know, you give somebody an award, and then you insult them for it. And it's an okay story, but it's nothing grand. It's written by Mark Russell. The artwork is pretty nice. And this is a cute story called Driver's Seat, featuring Superman and Lois Lane. Apparently this dude invented his own jetpack, and he gets caught by Superman. So he's taken to the police station and impounded, and then they go to this cabin. It's during Christmas time, so that's kind of nice. And then we almost close off the book with another Bendis is coming unwanted ad, and that's it. So the story by Dan Jurgens is wonderful, but the other two stories, they're okay, but you know, I wouldn't want to see either person on Superman. Although, you know, I have a feeling that given enough time, the other two writers could improve. Whereas I'm really not looking forward to Brian Michael Bendis' run. And I have, as of this very moment, no plans to pick up his Man of Steel run. I would rather go find the classic John Byrne run and buy that myself instead of Bendis's. And John Burns came out in the 1980s. So that's what I bought for New Comic Book Day on March 2nd, 2018. If you're new to my channel, because this will be uploaded to YouTube, if you're new to, this is a Facebook Live deal, but this is going to be uploaded to YouTube. If you're new to my channel, please do subscribe and smash that notification bell hard like She-Hulk. Please do like and share this video with others so they can enjoy it as well. And do leave your comments down below, because those help the channel out too. I am Michael for Spirit Comics. Till next time, true readers.